Hopefully I'm in focus. I have a mirror behind the camera, like angled so that I can kind of see what's going on, but it's not a very good system. Also, I'm just using the mic on the camera right now. I don't have a mic. Hopefully the sound quality isn't too bad. Maybe I'll look into getting a mic in the future if I don't hate filming and editing this, which I'm predicting I probably will, because I hate hearing my own voice played back. I know that that's like a normal thing, but I don't know how these people do it. So I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm gonna start with this e.l.f. primer. My face is moisturized. My brows are shaved off for the day. I prefer the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, but that shit is expensive, so I'm using this one right now. I'm also going to do my makeup on my entire face, just for the sake of the video, but since I am just going to work tonight, and I'm going to wear a mask for my whole shift, I'm going to take the makeup off the lower half of my face, because I don't like to wear makeup under my masks. I know that some people do. I don't know why you would really, like, especially if you have to wear your mask for a long period of time. It just seems, I don't know, I'm not a skincare expert, but it seems like a bad idea to have like not only your own sweat and dirt trapped under their mask all day, but makeup, just like locking that in. I don't know, seems like a bad idea. This is the AOA Pro Wear foundation. It was like $1 something, and maybe it wouldn't be good for full coverage, but the way that I wear it, it works just fine. It's not like super high pigment, and I just kind of put a really thin layer of it on with a sponge just to kind of even out discoloration, and it is a pretty good shade match for me too. My cat doesn't eat all day, but right now while I'm filming he wants to munch and chomp on his food. I think he's doing it on purpose. So for some reason, the footage where I was showing what I was using for my freckles is corrupted, but I'm using an angled brush from Morphe and then just a warm brown eyeshadow, and I just tap them over my wet foundation. Sometimes I'll smudge them out with my finger, but I'm just layering those on with that eyeshadow and the tiny brush. Cat's running around again. I also will cover some of my blemishes with them, like this one right here. Pop a little freckle over it. Just blends it right in. I wish I had known that hack when I was a teenager and I had really intense cystic acne. Like, it wouldn't have hidden my texture or anything, but it probably would have made me feel better about it. Now that I've got my freckles where I want them, I'm going to go in with a mauve shadow from that same palette on a little eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to, oh god, there's a cat hair on my brush, always. I'm going to tap it right under my eye to exaggerate my dark circles. Rather than concealing them, I do the exact opposite. I like to look a little dead, a little tired most of the time. Then I'm going to highlight my nose. I'm going to use this little waxy eyeshadow pencil from AOA, from Shop Miss A, and it is falling apart. Like, I see why this was $1. So I just hold it as firmly as I can and just drag it up along the middle of my nose And then I'll add a little dot, a little oval on the tip of my nose. And I'll take it in my inner corner as well, just a little, just by my tear ducts. And it's not very shiny on its own, but it makes a nice waxy base for other cream highlighters. This one is from ColourPop. It is in Flexitarian. And I'm just gonna tap that over top, and it makes that shit real shiny. And I'll just take whatever I have left over, tap it above my brow bone, just on my cheeks a little. And then I'm just going to set a couple areas with powder. I tried to film this yesterday, but a wasp, the biggest wasp I've ever seen in my entire life, the size of my face. Also, it wasn't yellow, it was like bright orange, was flying around the apartment, and I was being terrorized in my own home because I couldn't go anywhere near it or it would hunt me. So I lived in fear for all of yesterday. Didn't finish doing anything that I set out to do. I just hid from it all day long until it eventually stopped buzzing around and I didn't see it anymore. I still don't know where it went. It could still be here now. So before it kills me, I'm gonna do my lipstick. This is the Peri Para Ink Velvet number 2, which is Celeb Deep Rose. And I'm going to put a lot of this on since I'm not doing anything else to my eyes today. This is gonna kind of be the star of the show. So I'm just gonna slap that all up over my lip line, just haphazardly. And then same deal on the bottom. Just real clown shit all over. And the only place I'm gonna leave it like not super heavy is around the corners of my mouth. And then I'm gonna do the rest with my finger. And tap it out, swipe it out, whatever works for you. You may be thinking, that doesn't look very good. And you may be right. This is just how I like to do it. And then if it ever gets too heavy around the corners of my mouth, I'll just swipe it away. I just like it to look real messy, real diffused. Like you just ate a popsicle or something. Then I'll take my beauty blender that I used to do my foundation and tap out the corners. Help diffuse the top a little. Sometimes I'll leave it there. And then if I want to deepen the color in the middle at all, I'll do that sometimes. And that is about it for my makeup. I'm going to go style my hair and show you how I do that. So I'm gonna use this little Conair mini iron. I think I got it at like Walgreens. It's not very good. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but it's what I got. So I am using it to curl the middle section of my bangs first in towards my face. And then I'm going to take the sections of my bangs next to that and curl those in towards my face as well, but at more of an angle. Then I'm going to start taking some sections all about the same size and flipping some of them up. I really like the look this gives, especially with all my little layers. It It reminds me of bugs, which I like. Then I'm just going around my head and taking more sections, flipping some up, some down, leaving some alone. As I'm going, I'll just kind of mess it up, toss it around, see how it all looks, and add more pieces as necessary. I tend to leave the longest layers of my hair alone most of the time. They're also the most fragile, so I like to leave them no heat when I can, but I slept with my hair in braids last night and it kind of messed it up a little, so. I do the back without a mirror most of the time. I'm just checking to make sure that it's good. And now I'm just taking some sea spray from Lush and I'm gonna spray some onto my hands, rub my hands together, and then just kind of scrunch it through my hair to emphasize the flippy texture. And I use probably more of this than you should use for fine hair, which is what I have, but like I've said a couple times, I like it to look messy, dirty, grimy. If that's not your thing, then use less. But yeah, that's it. That's the look. Bye.